Because like I said, it is going to change things, and we need to make sure that we are on top of it.
Which I thought that was nice.
Yeah, she's nice. I like Carol.
All right, so we have a listing documents class, again, Tuesday, September 8th at 5:30 to 8:30. We'll have pizza. We're going to do a sales agreement class, and this is going to be a Saturday class all day, 9 to 4, because I just figured it's the best way for us to get it done. What's going on?
That's when you're going to like pick the contract apart?
We're going to go through from A to Z, paragraph 1 to 38.
Always great thing.
So everyone knows what the contract says, why it says what it says, so you can properly explain it. So we'll take a break and have lunch. But it is a full day because it's, I've tried to do it in a 3-hour class before and it ain't happening.
Do we RSVP for that one?
Yeah, you can.
She's doing it.
Be here.
Okay. She's doing it regardless.
Well, it's lunch provided.
No, I was saying you might want to.
You're gonna bring Zeddy, aren't
Do
you?
you have any?
Where you been, Ann?
Hey, man, don't worry about it.
That's one of my opening
I was kind of missing you,
I know you were.
So, and then of course the Fast Track to Success starts Tuesdays and Wednesdays, September 15th, running through October 28th. No classes the week of the convention, which is the 7th and 9th. Kudos and Tudos, the Air Force Base is tomorrow. So, who's attending? 1, 2, anybody else?
I think Alan's there.
Alan. Okay, I was supposed to be there, but the date was originally on Thursday, so I still had it in my calendar for Thursday.
I did too.
And they switched it to tomorrow, like a couple weeks ago, and last minute notice. So I never switched it in my calendar, so I have appointments tomorrow.
What do we need to get together? And like, are we doing the whole like 3 stands?
I don't think we need to do the whole 3-stand thing, but we definitely just need a table with the tablecloth, the banner, and then some marketing pieces for on top of the table. Maybe taking some of the boards, like Crystal's got a board that she's utilized that just has basic information, so maybe one of the open house boards.
Okay.
Or maybe 2 of them even, just to have some talking points. Of course, your business cards, and I want to do, setup needs to be 8:15, you should be over there for setup. And
Where do we go?
I have the address and we'll email it to you guys.
Okay.
And I think that I probably, I don't know my calendar. I think I can go over and help you guys set up.
Okay.
But then I have a couple appointments, so
Do you want some like market analysis stuff, or do you want just kind of like some Weicker stuff?
both. Like, and then, you've got the different reports and trends, like the, buyers traffic report, or the quarterly statistics. I probably can have Bell print those.
Okay.
But
Do you
yeah,
want
some of the
like
Weicker
listings? You usually do like a packet of listings.
You can do a packet of listings. It wouldn't hurt. I just think, your target for the base, you want to stay probably,
$200,000 or so.
yeah, between 2 and 250, or 175 and 225, or 250, around that range.
Okay. Maybe rentals too.
Maybe.
Are we representing Weicker and first class, or just first class?
Weicker.
And not first class at all? So no rental stuff?
I mean, you can.
Okay. Just try and get it all together. So
Right.
we know what to do.
You're going to have the Weicker banners and stuff.
Okay.
So, I mean, you should always have something about property management, because they know as well for that.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay. Yeah. We do have another career night, September 1st, which is next Tuesday night from 6:30 to 7:30. So if you know anybody that's been thinking about getting into real estate, it's a good opportunity for them to come learn a little bit about how to do it, what's it about, and all that fun stuff. Our next open house weekend is Sunday, September 13th. So if you have any requests for open house, get them to Karen today, yesterday.
Okay, as usual, not as usual, but again, I have an offer that just came in on Messina Health. So I'm hoping to have it under contract before the ad goes out. But if not, then I'll do what we did last time.
Okay, because we need to get that put together so that by Friday we have it finalized so that everyone can send out postcards. So,
yeah.
So we want it finalized by Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I'll have it negotiated one way or another by tomorrow.
Okay. So if you have any
So
requests.
for now,
make
leave
sure
it
you
on there.
Yeah.
Because I did that,
Until, yeah.
or did
Until you hear from me tomorrow.
that. Okay.
And if you guys want payment flyers, you can send that to me and Robin as soon as possible too.
October 2nd is a Friday evening. It's a NASCAR social at Dover Air Force Base, so be on the lookout for that event sign up to go out on the corkboard out there as well. So that's always a good fun event, and everyone has to stop by the table. So. New to the market, we have, I listed this yesterday, 4748 Forest Avenue. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath ranch on a half-acre. It's got a 2-car detached garage, backs to the pond. It is right on Route 8, which is a downfall. However, it's got a really nice backyard that backs up to like a pond that the neighbors are really nice, and if you want to go fishing.
How
there,
far
enjoy.
out Forest Ave is it?
It's about a mile past Byler's.
Nice.
So,
I met a
Past
buyer for that.
Byler's?
just about a mile,
That's-
Victory Chapel Road.
So that might be USDA?
Yes,
Four
it is.
bedrooms.
Yeah.
No.
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 You do need overnight notice.
Show it.
Hello?
No, I'm saying I shouldn't have said how far out is it because
Yeah.
it would.
So it's got hardwood floors throughout. It needs a little bit of love, not a lot, but it's got a little bit of love. It is needed, so it's not in pristine condition. That won't tell you that it is.
Is it open houseable? No.
Yes, it is open housable.
Okay. Can we put it
Um,
in there?
yeah.
Okay.
I have to make sure they're okay.
Judith
with it,
and
so
Brandy's
I can
getting
bring it to you.
getting sold.
It's just cosmetic love. Like,
Okay.
they haven't repainted. He's repainted some spots.
It's not wood paneling like they put in trailers.
There's
What
only
kind of
one
heat?
wood panel against the fireplace, because there's a big brick fireplace that has a wood stove in it. The detached garage also has a chimney for a wood stove if someone wanted to put that and keep that heated. It's a nice big garage. It has a shed. The 4th bedroom is, it could also be like a rec room, a den, because does have a closet to be a 4th bedroom. It's on the other end of the house. And I won't lie, either both bathrooms are a bit outdated.
What kind of heat?
Blue or pink?
It is oil for the wood
Yeah,
stove, they only
exactly.
use the wood stove. They never
The yellow one is
What's the one?
How old is it?
It's about 40-ish, 40 years old. So,
Basement? No basement.
no basement.
One bathroom blue, one's pink.
No, actually, I think they're both white.
Blue.
But they are a little bit outdated. So I talked to them years, I had known them for years. I talked to them years ago about updating the bathrooms, and they just never did. They rather buy horse trailers and trucks.
Of course.
So.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
would too.
So-
That white bathroom looks blue and pink sometimes.
So existing home sales. So this is national information from NAR. So just kind of showing, this is June of last year, June of this year. So, I told you guys we're up 24+% sales over last year. So we can kind of just see how we're going. We're definitely on the upswing. Nationally, in the Northeast, home sales are up 12.5%. We're doing much better in Delaware. We're double that.
Right.
But in the Northeast, we're 3.9% as far as home prices going up, which is basically what I've seen around here. Like, we're still struggling with pricing, and I'm not quite sure why, except for maybe the fact that people are still underpricing. I do think there's a little bit.
They are.
The average time for a home to sell should be 60-ish days.
Right.
And
And when
30
they're going,
to 90.
when they're going within a week,
Right.
they're underpriced.
Right. So they're selling a little too quickly sometimes. Now sometimes they'll sell quickly because it's limited inventory and that was just the right thing and it is, priced appropriately. But there is also a lot of giving homes away still.
I feel like the existing homes are underpriced and new construction is overpriced. Or
Yeah, I
just
agree
maybe
with that.
priced appropriately and existing's not priced.
It's probably a little bit of
It seems
both
weird.
right
Yeah,
now.
maybe. Yeah, but there's just a variance in
Yeah.
that.
There is.
How do they charge
Yeah.
that when the
The
existing
house is way
because-
smaller,
Yeah.
it's new, but then this existing home is beautiful, but it's way less, like there's no.
Right.
Because in the
it's
development,
weird.
they're pulling comps that were
Right.
bank owns.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be using those
Right,
things. So,
right.
so there is still some price with it. And I don't want you guys to overprice, but I want you to try to get the most of your
Right.
sellers. I mean,
Right.
that's your job.
Yep.
So, and you tell your sellers 60 to 90 days is a good historical time to sell a house. So when they start getting nervous after 2 weeks,
Right.
it's okay.
Crazy.
I remember when one of Laura's first listings last year, she was like, it's been on the market for 14 days. I was like, Laura, I know you may be selling other houses that quick, but it's okay. So 60 to 90 days is absolutely reasonable to sell a house. So mortgage, fixed rate mortgages, Freddie Mac, they're just looking at where they've been April to August. So, you know, we've had some dips down, back up, and we're kind of back up. Oh goodness, oh it's so awful at 4, but we're kind of dipped back down again. Where they're expected to go though, they're expected to continue to rise, and this is a little bit easier to show you. So we're expected that, you know, 2016 at 5 is still not awful.
Yeah, but not with China going the way it's
Well,
going.
we've
so
rebounded. We're rebounded.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
so
still heading up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Only my opinion.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't think
Analyst,
that,
but
I think
know.
it'll stay
The
under
market
5
rebounded fully.
through election. And then once election is over, I think that we will likely by 2017 between 5 and 6, which is still a good rate.
Yeah.
But even more of a reason to say, buy now, because you'll get more home for the money now than you will next year. So a little bit from Whitegate University today is a new school year approaches. So now you are going back to school as well. We've been doing a lot of school
Oh,
lately.
cute.
So yeah, admitted to the prestigious Whitegate University. So our class today is Understanding Home Buyers 101. Remember to pay attention because Karen likes pop quizzes.
I like that.
Sure.
She does.
So first-time home buyers. 3 groups of people: homeowners, renters, people living with parents. We want to move renters and those who live with their
How cool is
parents
that?
into the
How cool
homeowner
is that?
category.
I easily.
Yes. So how do we do that? We need to understand them. So how do we understand first-time home buyers? 52.9% of all home buyers last month were first-time home buyers. I know I deal with a lot of first-time home buyers, again. People 18 to 34 were asked if they were interested in buying a home within the next 5 years, and 69.6 responded yes. That's
more.
very good.
I think it's probably more.
Well, 69, that's almost 70%, that's pretty good. So the chart below shows that affordability and down payment are the 2 primary concerns of this age group. And of course the affordability thing is one that, you know, we need to be continuing to press as far as now is more affordable than it's going to be next year. A renter's willingness to pay increases by 40% if the down payment goes from 20% to 5%, of course. Anyone's willingness to buy, you know, with a low down payment is good. So this chart shows that 64% of first-time home buyers had a down payment of less than 20%. I think in our area that is way higher.
Yeah.
Because we do a lot of VA and a lot of USDA, which is 0% down.
Yep.
So if we tell somebody that they need 3.75% down, they're like, oh my God,
Yep.
how could you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Outrageous. So, right, so this is nationally, of course. So more about the buyers: who, where, how, why. So these are the buyers that they're showing nationally are out there. So your Generation Y, next millennials, about 32%, so that's 34 and younger. You've got 27% of Generation X, which is your 35 to 49. I mean, these are your biggest groups of home buyers, and I think we have a pretty well represented group of people in here to be able to communicate to these people.
I just heard silent.
I know, I thought that was weird. That's the first thing I said, silent generation. I've never heard that
We're
before.
almost to the grave.
69 to 89. Is that Ken? Is Ken in the silent generation?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Did you ever see his picture that guy took?
No, I didn't.
It looks like his obituary picture.
Oh.
It's like got shadows. Did you see it?
No.
You guys gotta look over that. I was like, is that
Oh,
We'll put that up for the next meeting. Okay. Okay. And here is representative of our silent generation.
There's like a glow around them and everything.
And then you should have like a little, like a chat, you know, like a little bubble, you know, like, I'm not silent.
Yeah, right? Far from that.
It's not.
Their top reasons for buying are a desire to own a home of their own, of course. You know, some people buy for a job relocation, change in family, there's other reasons. But the majority of reasons for people to buy a home is to own their own home, be able to do what they want with it. So, one of the
white group.
big things that we stress to you guys all the time, referred by friends and family. 40% of people find their agent by referring friends and family.
Yep.
So this is where the top producer, keeping in touch, sending out a homeownership anniversary card, asking for the referral. Do you know anybody else that's interested in buying? If you hear of a coworker talking about it, please give them my card. Make sure they have a stack of cards. You need to be doing this because this is how you will succeed long term. Howard asked me the other day, over the weekend, if I was on the Weikertly network because he had a call that worked out funny, it didn't work how it was supposed to, whatever. So I told him no, and he said, why? I said, because I don't need the business. I don't need the business because I've always, from day one, stayed in touch with clients. And the majority of my business, every year, at least 75% of my business every year is referrals, repeat business. So this is from Realtor.org, so it's not just myself and Audrey and Karen telling you the importance of this. This is your business. So make sure that you are utilizing Top Producer, make sure that you are, I recommend going to the dollar store and just getting a whole stack of just blank cards or whatever. You can probably find some online too. And just to have a bunch of them on hand. And set yourself up in Top Producer. Every time you have a closing, you schedule that task for a year later to send them a homeownership anniversary card. And they will remember you if you remember them every year. And send them a little thing of cards. Yeah.
What would you recommend for those of us that do not have any business cards?
They're gonna be here. I don't understand where they don't come yet, okay?
Is that a white shirt?
You need some of mine.
She gets somebody else's.
I apparently am a Caucasian man with gray hair and a mustache. What?
Yeah.
That's what it came in the mail.
Last week she got somebody else's
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the way mine. They sent mine to Massachusetts and sent Massachusetts to me.
I bet that guy was
Might work out
like,
good.
I guess I'm a Spanish woman.
One in advance. Show up. Wait a minute.
She probably pronounced it
So where are buyers buying? I don't know, this is necessarily reflective of us in general. I mean, it is, suburban subdivision is clearly the highest of all buyers. You know, small towns, urban, central, there's not really a whole lot of difference in where people are buying based on age. But, you know, we know our market people for the most part. You have military that like to be subdivisions. It allows for spouses and children to be around, you know, other society when spouses are deployed. But of course, then you have some of those that just want to be in the middle of nowhere because they don't want to talk to anybody. So
Those are fun. Most of the time, they don't want to talk to you, you know?
Right. So that concludes the first class. So here's pop quiz. How do most buyers find their agents?
Not everyone at once.
I don't have any candy to throw out, sorry. Of course. What is the top reason for buying?
Desire to own their own house.
Very good. Desire to own a home of my own. According to the pie chart, shown earlier, which two generations are purchasing the most homes?
Millennials.
And Generation
And
X.
Generation X.
That's right.
Representing.
We need like a gang, like millennials and Generation X. You
I
know?
don't know what Generation Next is. Anybody ever heard of
Generation Next.
Yeah.
Is
That's probably the one.
Isn't that
Isn't it like
Z?
Z?
For
I guess, are these the 18?
Is that
Generation
Are
Next.
they the next?
Isn't that what it was?
It was a Pepsi commercial, wasn't it? Yeah.
They're 15
That's
there.
the
There we go.
Pepsi generation.
It was a Pepsi commercial.
Generation.
That's what I thought.
So, thanks for attending class today. Before everybody leaves, quick vote, and just a show of hands is sufficient. So I'm going to ask two questions, so don't show hands yet. The first being, do you feel that the weekly meetings are beneficial and you want to continue doing so? And the second being, do you feel like, prior to Weicker, we used to do the first Tuesday of every month, once a month meetings. Or do you feel that once a month meetings would be a better use of your time? So, the first, show of hands for the first that likes the weekly meetings.
Wait, can I do one thing?
You want a third, A, B, or C?
Well, no, because before you started to ask those questions, I was going to have one more ringing bell, and I was going to
Okay.
say that I'm happy that I can finally come to a meeting because I had missed a couple.
You missed last
So
time, yeah.
that being said, I do get a lot of out of meetings, so,